Hi, Aquarius. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my twin flames. Today, we're going to ask Spirit about your twin flame connection, where this connection's headed, what their thoughts and feelings may be, any guidance that Spirit has for us in twin flame connections. So if that sounds like something that you need, stay with me. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So grateful that Spirit has guided you to find me today. I am a psychic medium and a intuitive love and life coach full-time. I hope you appreciate the messages and guidance that Spirit has with us today. If you do, please consider hitting that like and that subscribe button. Let's call in our spirit guides. Spirit, I am here with my Aquarius. If you could please share with me any messages of guidance. Welcome back to all my Aquarius. Thank you for your support, your love, your comments. I am here with my Aquarius. Can you please share with me, Spirit? I am listening for you now. Good luck, good fortune, and blessings. I'll take that. We need that, right? I feel lucky. I feel lucky in love. I feel lucky about this connection, travel, movement. This is moving forward. That looks like a rocket ship to me, like moving forward fast moving. I've got a vacation, summer, spring. I don't know. It's like a celebration with little drinks with little umbrellas in them. How fun. And then I have a breakthrough, breaking barriers, breaking down their wall. Look at this. I love this, breaking down their wall. Maybe we have just been waiting to, I don't know, get into, a connection with somebody that they let that wall down, right? They let that wall down, and then I don't know, we're off and running somehow. Let's see what the cards are saying. Spirit, what do you have for us today? For my Aquarius, what do you have for my Aquarius? I have an 8 of Wands. This card keeps coming up so many times today for me. It's just definitely a message, like fast-moving energy around these twin flames, just sudden changes of direction. I've got a Queen of Wands, 8 of Wands. I got a 7 of Wands, and I've got a 9 of Pentacles. So don't give up on this connection for sure. There is great passion. Something is probably going to shift very quickly, like I said, that breaking down that wall, and maybe someone is going to, your twin's going to step to the plate. A lot of Lion energy, Leo energy. I just heard Pisces also. Spirit just said maybe some of you are connected to a Pisces, but it is this feeling of my feelings for you have changed, but they changed in a good direction. Okay. They changed in either, I can't believe how I'm feeling. I can't believe what is happening with us. I'm glad that somebody in this connection didn't give up. Like maybe there was one of you that just never gave up. Maybe one of you saw something bigger. Maybe one of you was put in more effort into this connection, or they never gave up on you, or they weren't going to let you get away, something like that. But it is this feeling of digging in and trying to win your love, show you they love you, something like that. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. And I've got a Page of Swords and a 2 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like with these pages and these 2 of Cups, like I have feelings for you. I didn't want to give up. I've been trying to figure out how to either let your wall down, or you didn't give up on them to break through their wall because you saw this connection. Sometimes it takes one of us to, I don't know, just kind of see the truth in the connection. Sometimes one person sees it before the other, but I'm surrounded by all this optimism with these pages. Like I'm going to figure out a way. I'm going to put in the time, the energy. I'm not going to give up on you. And I feel like it was this person's perseverance that wins you over. And maybe that is why we actually maybe it has to do with time also. Maybe it's just a matter of time. Like there's so much time that we have into this that, I don't know, they've kind of proven themselves somehow. Maybe it was a sense of I felt insecure in the beginning, or I struggled with this connection in the beginning. Um, Wheel of Fortune, when somebody comes into our life, first of all, everybody that cross our path is meant to be, and there's no coincidences, right? But there's always that one person that comes into our life that you do feel like it was divinely sent, that it was fate, it was destiny, that it was, and you will feel that as a twin flame connection. You absolutely will feel that. You will feel that I know we're together for a reason, even if we're struggling. I know we're together, that somebody, the universe put us together for a reason. Even if you have a hard time, like, um, starting the relationship sometimes, or if you, one person's fighting it and you have to break through that wall, you have to break through a block, you still feel like it's still supposed to be. You still feel like I'm not giving up on them. There's a lot of that. I have the number 2, of course, with union. I feel our energy merging together as if it has a life of its own. We are becoming one again. And that is the definition of a twin. A twin is one soul, that one heart that's separated by the universe. And then when they come back together, those two souls become one again. So that's why it's so intense. And that's why you say things like, I feel like I can just climb inside of your body. I feel like, you're the missing piece of the puzzle. I've never loved anybody the way I love you. Like you just say things to this person that you just wouldn't say to anybody else, because you can't even describe the intensity. I need to move slowly with this, but trust that I am moving, even when it seems that I'm not. So the sense of I'm not giving up on you, okay? I'm this in a 7 again, like I'm planting seeds. I'm persevering. I am doing the work. So maybe July, maybe this connection between now and say the spring, early summer, maybe it goes through a couple of transitions. Maybe it needs some time to develop, but maybe by the summer, we really understand this connection and we're okay with it. We're okay with the intensity. I want to hold you in my arms and feel our bodies unite as one. Again, this feeling of one. Okay, we're becoming one. There's definitely this sense of, becoming one. I love that. Two becoming one, right? There's two of us, but there really is one soul, and that's what you have to remember as a twin. I'm realizing this connection is something special and worth treasuring. Probably the thing that's very difficult when twin flames find each other is they compare it to other relationships, which of course were not twin flames, okay? And they immediately get overwhelmed or scared because it's such an intense connection that they put it into the category of this can't be real. Okay, this is just great chemistry, or this is temporary. This kind of connection couldn't possibly last a lifetime. This is not how people feel about each other in quote unquote normal relationships. So there is this immediate kind of feeling of wanting to push it away because it doesn't match any other of our lifetime experiences, and our brain can't wrap our head around it. So we have to understand it and we have to give it time. My ego is fragile to criticism and rejection, and I created walls to protect myself. There's that breakthrough. We're breaking down the walls, okay? We're breaking down the walls, and we are figuring each other out, okay? And that's what we're doing. I feel insecure, and it's pushing me to grow. The number 7's pretty consistent in this reading already, so maybe that has relevance to some of you. I'm breaking down the wall for sure. I'm changing this pattern and I'm moving forward. I want to move forward with you. I want to see where this goes. All right. I want to see what this goes. Even if I have that sense, if I don't understand it, I've never experienced anything like this before, I still want to see where this goes. Okay. Um, we don't walk around. First of all, most people don't even know what a twin flame is. Second of all, we don't walk around going, oh, I'm looking for my twin flame, or, like it's not part of our vocabulary. It's not we don't learn it in school, right? So the only way we're going to learn about these types of connections is when they come into our lives. And then we kind of do a little backpedaling over how do we explain this intensity over other relationships I've had? How do we explain that I feel crazy, or I feel like all I do is think about you? I can't do my work. I can't function. Being with you, I always say being with a twin flame 24 hours a day, 7 days a week isn't enough, that I don't want to miss anything. King of Swords. I love that. The sense of the truth, right? Queen of Wands. The truth is, I want you. There it is. And an Ace of Cups, an overwhelming emotion. I even love this little key up here, just kind of floating in midair with the sense of, this is the key to my future, the key to my heart. You opened up something inside of me that no one has ever opened before. You're breaking down the walls, okay? You have broken through with someone who probably's never let anybody in, or at least not like this. And they may say it that way. They may say, I've loved other people, but I've never let somebody into my heart this deeply. So you'll hear things like that, them being able to express themselves, that they understand that this isn't the same as anything they've ever experienced either. Because it's a very intimate connection, emotionally, physically, intellectually. It's a very intimate connection. So that's beautiful always. I left you because somebody told me to. So some of you may have pushed this other. Oh, I left because you told me to. Yeah, we somehow get overwhelmed, and our first response is to push somebody away. Our first response is to try to calm it down, slow it down, say, I'm not sure what I want, because we need to ground ourselves again. We need to put it back into our own, what we know to be true, which is past experiences, which again, you can't compare a twin flame relationship to somebody you dated in the past that wasn't a twin flame. So we have a tendency, that's why there's always a runner in the relationship, somebody who has a tendency to get scared faster, and they will run. They will say, this is just too much for me. Okay. I meant what I said. I don't know. It could be even a 5 of Cups. They could have said some things that were hurtful. They could have said some things that disappointed you. They could have said some things that were very honest and truthful, because they're mirroring you. And maybe no one else has ever said those things to you. And maybe they needed to be heard. Sometimes they call out things about ourselves that, whether it's right or wrong, they speak the truth. Twin flames have a tendency to be very honest. Sometimes it's a hurtful honesty, like it'd be better if they just kept their mouth shut, but twins don't do that. Twins are very open. They are very honest. They just say things. Do you even care? So there's a little bit of a pushing back. There's a little bit of pushing back. Somebody got scared. We probably have a runner in this situation. We probably have somebody who has got scared. Great connection, great physical connection. That's always in this. Yes, Spirit's saying So that part of the connection we don't have to worry about. Maybe being truthful and honest, maybe sharing that we're scared, or sharing that we're vulnerable, or sharing that I've never felt this way before. You know, maybe we're having a hard time with the emotions. Another Ace of Cups. You know, like I just am trying to get my arms around how emotional this connection is and try to live in the real world at the same time. You know, when you start to feel like you don't have in control of your emotions, and even if it's a good emotion, okay, even if it's, I'm so in love with you, I feel like my head's going to pop off emotion. When you feel like you don't have control of your emotions, it makes you feel like there's something wrong. There's something wrong with you because we spend so much of our time trying to be quote unquote emotionally balanced, right? So when we're overwhelmed emotionally, we think there's got to be something wrong with me. And there's nothing wrong with you. It's just that your souls are talking to each other. There's tremendous energy that has come into a connection. And sometimes we have a hard time controlling just the energy, and it's okay. I have a unicorn, fantasy land. Okay. You think that it's fake. You do. That's exactly where our mind goes. And if you have a runner in this situation who got scared, who has that wall around them, or is trying to block these feelings, or trying to say to themselves, like, I'm afraid that I'm going to get my heart broken. You know, they just think that this is just too good to be true. And it's just all fantasy because it's new. You know, sometimes they put in the category, well, we feel this way now because it's all new. Well, it's not. It's sometimes it's you feel this way now because it's a twin flame connection. A wine glass and a date. That's coming into me as a long conversation. It's coming into me as like, you know, a nice conversation over a glass of wine, and we talk about our feelings, and we are able to let loose and let down our guard and just open up that this is happening to both of us. This isn't both of us. Yeah, look at decompressing. Maybe one of you drinks a hard liquor and one of you wants a glass of wine. It's like we're decompressing. So we are just opening ourselves up. You know, we're just trying to get our arms around this. We're trying to understand it. You know, we're trying to not label it, all those things. Wave your magic wand. Look at this. Look at her. It's like a fairy princess, right? Your wish is my command. Wave your magic wand. Maybe you do feel like this is a fairy tale. Maybe that, you know, you just feel like this is just too surreal. It's not real. How is this going to ever be, you know, real life? How are we going to live a normal life? Like you do calm down. Twin flames will calm down. They will get into a more of a understanding about each other. It won't be so either hostile or dramatic or intense all the time. It will calm down eventually. In twin flames that are successful, that literally are two souls that become one and we break through those walls, they have beautiful relationships, beautiful relationships. And they're inseparable, Spirit just said. They're inseparable. If you feel like you want to be inseparable from this person, it's probably your twin. I've got a Knight of Pentacles. We're going to work hard. We're going to work hard. Okay. We're going to keep talking about it. We're going to be truthful and honest with our feelings. We're going to be open. We are going to share, Spirit just said. So these are all good things. I'm proud to be with you, and I'm not going to give up on this. Like, look at this warrior, 7 of Wands. You know, we're not going to give up on this. Okay. We're going to work through the hard times, the challenges, the struggles. I guess the word I want to use that Spirit just gave me is accept. We're going to learn to accept this energy. We're going to accept that it was a gift, right? That why do we fight it, right? Sometimes we fight things that are being handed to us. And it's like, why are we fighting this? Why are we struggling? Why is this so hard? It doesn't have to be. you know, one or both of us just have to surrender and accept that this is the connection that is meant to be, that you are meant to be in my life. And that's it. We got to figure this out. I need to be alone with you. Yeah, I always want to be alone with you. I'm happiest when I'm with you. This is my best friend, my lover. You know, you're very compatible. You guys have a lot in common. You know, like you eat the same foods. You have a lot of the same hobbies. You know, so twin flames are very similar, and that is a good thing. I wish I could tell you how I feel. You know, that King of Swords coming forward, stepping to the plate and saying, you know, how do I describe what I'm going through? So I do feel like they're coming, breaking down that wall so that they can share you those feelings and that we're going to get to the truth of this. I do love you with all my heart. I do feel that. I think that that is going to be revealed to you. That is gorgeous. Let's see. I admit that I'm obsessed with you. Absolutely. No doubt in my mind. You're obsessed with each other. Okay. Makes you do crazy things. And maybe that's sometimes people will step back because they start to think like I'm doing crazy things, you know, like I'm not acting like a normal person. I'm driving by their house to see if there's anybody there. I'm calling their phone at odd hours. I'm checking their social media. I'm, you know, like whether there's a trust issue or not, I become obsessed with this person. And I'm just doing things that I wouldn't normally do. You make me happy. You make me happy. That's why I want to be with you. I'm loyal to you and only you. I only want to be with you. I'm only thinking about you. I'm focusing on you. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful connection. Spirit saying surrender. This person's wall is coming down and it's going to be okay. The Three of Cups, I have a celebration coming, right? You make me happy. I'm loyal to you and only you, right? So you make me happy. I just want to be with you. Page of Swords. You know, I'm trying. My page says I'm trying. My page says yeah, to look at. It's a sense of, um, where's my, I wish I could tell you how I feel, right? I'm breaking down my walls and I'm trying. I'm trying to express how I feel. I no doubt in my mind, I want you as much as you want me. Um, I'm getting there. Okay. So if they're having a hard time expressing themselves, I want you to go with how they are treating you. I want you to go with what their actions are. I want you to, I guess, allow them to show you. Yeah, here we had started out with this Eight of Wands in the beginning, and it was that sudden shift of they're coming around to realizing their feelings, you know, that maybe you're going to really hear some good news. This is an incredible beginning, right? An incredible beginning, an awakening to this love. You know, we're growing together, we're learning. That page is so optimistic about this connection. Beautiful. I want to work towards this. I want to learn. I want to grow. I mean, it's just such a gorgeous connection. It really is. I mean, you guys have so much to work on and so much to do. I will stay by your side and I will be calling you soon. I love that. Okay. I will be calling you soon. Maybe they're constantly thinking about calling you. Maybe you're waiting to hear from this person, but maybe you hear from this person all the time. Sometimes when we're doing these readings, they call you while you're listening to this reading because your energy is thinking about them. I like that too. That's fun. I'm falling deeply in love with you. You know what? This connection is all about somebody breaking down their walls. Okay. They are allowing you into their heart. They are ready to just let you know that that's what they're doing, that that's where they're at right now, that they're telling you personally with their words or their actions. So you've broken through. You're breaking through the barrier, whatever the barrier was. They're accepting this connection. They're realizing that this is bigger than the both of you, and they're falling in love with you. And it's overwhelming, and it's all of those things. But it's also really, really good, and it's really, really exciting. So we're going to ask Spirit to continue to guide you both, because I think you truly have found your twin flame. And I want you to enjoy it. I want you to enjoy the journey, because it's going to be a beautiful connection in the days ahead. So let's say thank you. I want to thank you, Spirit. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.